My Gavan and Melonin, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galudirathan, Algal Galudirathan, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Adûnâim. I am, of course, the head of the modding team that brought you Divide and Conquer. We are fighting for survival as the Adûnâim, as Isengard has just entered the fray, and we are about to attack and retake Suduri by attacking Captain Nagbug with our Customaite. Further north, we have, of course, Naktir, who is besieging Argon, which is what Customaite was going to do, but I think Naktir might be able to clinch it. And, of course, our other main army is taking Tharbad and cutting Dunland out. The town of Royal Tharbad rebelled against us, but fortunately did not side with the Dunlendings. We took a few regions and have given them to the dwarves to try and keep the dwarves a little bit stronger than they perhaps were. Oh, look, they can train. Yes, please. And at the minute, I think the tide of the Misty Mountains is being held at bay, which is ideal. So we don't need that many troops because they are not free. Gahuznar's got its own. I'll stand. You're not going to do anything, so let's just get rid of you. There we are. Right, we're also besieging Mithlond, of course. And there's been interesting opinion on Mithlond. Some have suggested I should take it as fast and as soon as possible, but of course if I attack the city, Círdan's army will be involved in the battle. If I attack at night, Círdan is a night fighter. Every general is in fact a night fighter, something you may not know, but every general, when they come of age, gain the trait night fighter. It's only captains that are not involved in a night battle. So Mithlond, I'm to be honest tempted to just leave them there and siege them out and just ignore it, and then we'll have Mithlond in a few turns and go from there, you know. I appreciate, though, that that's not the favoured opinion by many, so we will see. Apologies. Right, so Nagbug, the army we're attacking, has catapults, 2 units of Uruk-hai, and ballista. And Bolg, the reinforcing army, has much of the armour-piercing, and most of the elites, to be honest. Now, of course, when we last fought here, I led us about as badly as it was possible to lead the army, and we lost Suduri. We were going to lose Suduri anyway. Our garrison was not strong enough. And I made it 10 times worse by putting the wrong units in the wrong places. Because this time I endeavour to not do that. But we need to rush the first army to stop their catapults getting any kills. And we got a little bit of time before their reinforcements then arrive to regroup. So I think it probably will just be a case of sending in our fastest units, to be honest. We've got 2 units of savages, 3 units of savages. Take the Narduzagar as well. Line them up. Group them. And a lot of you I would happily have staying in the trees. Certainly the archers. Oh, you're not going to be needed in this first section. So you guys group up and stay there. Unfortunately, the pikes cannot hide. Some sort of weird glitch with pikes. They just, even when you take them out of pike wall, they just cannot hide. You guys might as well stay hidden. Our general can't hide. Put him behind the pike line. There's marines you can hide. Right, so oh, actually, move the pikes completely out of range. We'll walk them forward in a moment. We want them to think that the general is their only threat. So the general and the pikes.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Right, them positioning to go over. Now, run! You, run back. They might be in range of you. I imagine they are in range of you. Ah, they're verdangling. They're moving all over the place. Out we go. Uruk-hai infantry, Uruk-hai crossbows, ballista, and catapult. We should be able to handle all of that. You run over there. You run over there. You hit the catapults. You hit the Uruk-hai infantry. You run over there. Speed it up. We don't want to just watch them running. Oh, come off it! These guys are flanking to hit the crossbows.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Because they will... Oh no, crossbows don't normally skirmish actually, do they? Right, curl in. Yes. Right, now the remainder of the army can move up. There's a nice sort of hill here that I think we're going to take. We'll position ourselves on. I want them and them to run yourselves there. Crossbows. Ah, you could probably stay hidden actually. And then we can drop you down when we need you, because they're coming in from over there. Alright, let's move the crossbows up. Move yourselves to about there-ish. Pikes. Make your way down the hill. And form up with the... oh, and the Marines as well, you might as well, I suppose. Form a nice line across the middle there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Pull the general up. I assume over here we are trouncing them. Urukai infantry defeat is a distinct possibility. The catapult crew is already dead, of course they are. The catapult crew is a crappy snagger, they're nothing. And the crossbows getting annihilated. We will unleash upon them a vengeance 10 times that which they sought to inflict on us.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their... The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Right, pull yourselves back, pull yourselves back, pull yourselves back. You are free to fire at will when you're ready. I would like those crossbows brought down, to be honest. It saves us having to try and engage them. And now that those raiders are getting in, that's arrows hitting everyone. Oh, they've got more ballista. Come at me, you buggers. Come at me.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right, they're curling perfectly into our sort of line here. So I think what we should do now is run the crossbows forward. And then set them to fire at will. Who's charging us there? Urukai raiders. Hit that warband. Hit those raiders. Hit those raiders. Where's the two Nadûza guard? Oh, there. Hiding in the trees. Well done, men. Perfect flanking attack there. Urukai raiders charging over. Ah, one of the Nadûza guard. Your path is clear, isn't it? Yes. Come out and deal with that ballista crew for me, please. The other one, you're not really doing anything. So we'll get you to come and flank. Crossbows I trust are firing at will. Now the ballista are changing. No, they're not. They're still going for them. I'm not too bothered about the Marines. To be honest, certain units, if I know the enemy is targeting them, I'm happy to just let the enemy kill that entire battalion, especially if there's certain specific unit types like that one, which is very, very, very replaceable. Although we don't want the rest of them standing around doing nothing. Pull everyone out. Crossbows are still firing. You guys are in the perfect position now. Cut across. You fellows break into the back there. Ah, they're routing as well, if anything. Urukai raiders. Shoot those Urukai raiders. Move yourselves to there. You guys charge those sentries. You hit the Huafolk Bane Guard. Orthanc Guard are going down. You're curling into the ballot. Ah, it's over. 9% plays 60%. These scum! And those Urukai raiders charging into our own crossbows. Getting absolutely slaughtered. Orthanc sentries getting taken down.
They have lost half their men.
Archers still firing. It's all going very well. We've got a lot of routing. Might as well speed it up. You guys are hitting them. Did the raiders make it? Ah, they did.
Our men have slain. The enemy army flees.
Capture
the
as many as you
field.
can.
Pursue and run them down.
Are we even in a position to capture any? I don't think we are. Well, those there. Yeah, that'll get some at least. Only 1%, that's not good enough. Isengard have countered, they've crossed the Guatlo, and they have been found very much wanting. However, because we're not going to get the amount that is the fabled amount that allows you to kill the garrison, I think we're going to have to still siege the town, annoyingly.
This is a
168 men died, and we killed 1,251. Or killed and captured. Most kills going to the Azrazair savages. Not unsurprising. It's amazing how effective those units with essentially trash stats, but slap armor piercing on them, and all of a sudden they become unbelievably powerful. So there we are. Thank you to all of you who've so far watched the Gundabad series. Many changes have already been going on behind the scenes since me playing even those 3 episodes. So it's working out perfectly as a tester. Many thanks to those of you who replied in regards the is DaC stable question and fiasco. That confirmed my already sound theory that actually DaC is very stable, and it mostly is. It is almost always user error or computer specifics that cause a crash, and not, as some would suggest, the mod itself. So that was good. So thank you very much for that. Also, of course, I am indebted to Pixelated Apollo for giving me a shout out in his recent Northern Dunedain campaigns, because of course his mod was crashing, and I gave him some suggestions of how to fix it, and he seems to have taken them on board and is going to redo it. But in the meantime, he mentioned my name, so that was very unexpected and very welcome indeed. So thank to him. Of course, if you've seen his Northern Dunedain update video, the 6-minute one, he pronounces my name about 5 times, and in a way that seems to be, in my experience thus far, unique to people who are unable to pronounce names, is that not only are they unable to pronounce the word as it appears, but they also seem to have this amazing ability to insert letters that aren't there. So if you listen to him say my name, obviously it's spelt Arachir. So if you are German, for example, you might automatically read that as Arachir with a ch, or if you're Welsh. And if you're English and you were to mispronounce it, or if you spoke English, rather, I should say, and you mispronounce it, you're more likely to say Arachir, because we say ch a lot more than we say ch. But in none of those scenarios is there a G or an L in the word, but yet Pixelated Apollo, through real skill, manages to insert the letters G and L and call me Algalar. So, I mean, that is a feat, and he should be applauded for such. Now, of course, I have seen Pixelated Apollo's videos various times, and I'm only just joking, really. But it was funny listening to him try and say it. The bloody Dunlendings. Stand atop the bridge of the Sarn Ford and keep them out. Darbad will fall in a turn. Argon will take 6. I really don't want to attack Argon. They're going to have to come for us. Oh, that's only got 3 turns. But I'd like to assault that straight away, to be honest, as they've got nothing in there. We'll take it back. Thank you very much, sirs. I think we've only got a battering ram, but that's alright.
We march into battle.
Oh, I should have auto-resolved, actually. Those odds are so outrageous. The auto-resolve will probably do much better than I could. Auto-resolve is very useful to use when you are assaulting a town, because I don't think the auto-resolve is very good at adding in the fact that they are defending a town to the equation. And so it almost treats it like you're just out on the field. And out on the field, of course, my army here... I mean, if we met that army on the field, we would maybe lose 10 men tops. We would just use archers and shoot them until they died. We can't do that in the town as much, so... We bring a silent death. One line. Well, you might as well stand there, actually, to be honest, because the battering ram's going to go straight through. If there's anyone to shoot, start shooting straight away. I'm happy with that. Get them to run around, move away. See, defending on the walls works really well when you have only one line, because all of your units then fire properly. But as soon as there's someone standing behind them, the back row do the arcing shot, and it just makes the walls a useless point to try and defend a town. And it's the single most biggest annoyance I've had with this game is how utterly garbage walls are, and how you think you're going to have an amazing advantage, and you end up just losing lots of people. Right, we're just going to swamp them, to be honest.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, they're trying to shoot us with... Oh, they are successfully shooting us. Get behind the walls for cover. That is so jammy. Buggers. You guys, come. Shut that down, please. Yeah, perfect. Right, that's the baluster taken out. You guys also try and get down the middle. Let's get away from the walls. Unsung killers here.
The enemy general abandons his men. We've captured the enemy's general.
Run back to the square. Run back to the square.
Cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Everybody plow through, please.
Our men are in command of the city. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
There we are. Come and stand there and just stop the enemy getting through. What's left of them? 10% is an insane amount, given how many we didn't lose in that last battle.
The enemy army flees awed by the victory we have won here today.
145 men died. And I imagine, actually, the towers probably did a large chunk of that. Oh well. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that that might be a Numinas. Because of the very present lake, the slight island jutting onto the lake, which a lot of people favour in their depictions of Adûnâim, and the grand theme of the buildings, which are always attributed to Númenóreans. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Siduri is ours.
We have triumphed.
Oh, wow.
My lord, our courage and honour have conquered.
We'll just sack our own town. Don't worry about that, everyone. Just pretend like nothing happened. We move straight for on there as well.
We shall prevail. Yes.
Oh, what's that? Fisherman's Guild House. Oh, of course, yeah. We took this from Enid Wife, didn't we? Oh, conscriptions camp still exists. Does it actually give anything of use? No, Saroline Mercs. That's not very useful. I note that the barracks appears to have been destroyed. Oh, we don't even have the crossbows. Oh no, sorry, the barracks is just under repair at the moment. Yeah. Something we can build that's relatively quick. Let's get crossbows out. Lower the tax rate. Oh, a plague stalks the land. Right. Now we need to ship troops to the front.
By your command.
Too sweet, to be honest.
Make camp here.
Oh, look at your amazing troops options. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will be taking those and those, and I will have those if possible. Get them to Siduri. I know you've got 2 extra units.
Come and get me.
Can you get to... yes, you can. What's Hanagamites garrison? 1 of each. Let's take another couple of each.
As you wish.
Assault me now, you scum! Well, you might as well go as well. Vinya Armenolos. Oh, it's garrisoning itself. That's good. He's on the bridge. Did we have another army? Yeah, the Mythland one. Tempted to give Mitchell Derving to the dwarves as well, to be honest. It at least gives them the money that they need. And people keep banging on at me like, oh, that's no use though. They need mountain settlements to train. It's like, they get faster recruitment in mountain settlements, yes, but they still get recruitment in other settlements. And the effect of the mountain, non-mountain thing is not as severe as you might think. If memory serves, in mountains, dwarves train one every, I think, 12 or 13 turns. And outside of mountains, they train once every kind of 8 turns. So or the other way, sorry, 15 turns. So it's not that bad.
Your orders, my lord.
I am going to go the besieging route, I'm afraid, because if we attack Mithlond, Círdan is getting involved. And it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. We're making more than enough money. We can leave Imrazor and Kalatar to just take Mithlond over the 8 turns it's going to take. And then we'll just walk them south. And we'll leave it at that. Where's our diplomat, actually? Which one's a diplomat? Zagarakor. He's in Fornos Orion. Oh, you could give it to the Northern Dunedain. Give them actually just somewhere else. But then we lose 1,294 if we lose Mitchell Delving. Having a town surrounded by allies is often relatively useful for the trade. But I don't know. I don't know as the... Well, we can always try and sell it to the Northern Dunedain. That's a point. Let's just casually make some money off of it. You won't need that. Of course you won't need that. And no, I'll leave you with that one. Oh, you won't need that. No. And you won't need spies. No. Oh, a Raiders Guild. That's ours. Well, yeah, go on then. You, sir, head to Anagamaite.
Go no further today.
My lord. What is it you wish
Make
to
off
discuss?
map information. And Mitchell Delving. Oh dear, no, that's not what I want. Map information. They're bankrupt. So if you could give me 100 over, I don't know, 20 turns, surely you've got enough money to do that. I'm not really bothered about the money, to be honest.
How could we refuse? Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
Right, so we've got a spy at Bari Donionach, which means we know when the Misty Mountains are coming from that way.
My lord.
We've got a spy there.
Approaching.
He's moved on Ostsul just to give sight of Ostsul. We've obviously got someone watching Bree.
My lord.
You're the one up there. Oh, we've got a spy in Gahuzanar that we do not need. You're the Weather Hills, you're the Bree Land, you're Bari Donionak, and you can come with me and spy on Athelin, I think.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
They can move so far, can't they? Goodness. Well done, sir. And then the diplomat, who also has a minor spying ability, can also come with us.
Yes, my lord.
You just go and double check that Mitchell Delving's not going to abandon them anytime soon.
Without question. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
We could do with a spy in Siduri as well. Can you train a spy? Yes, perfect. We need Londare, and we need it quickly. Alright, Tharbad is about to fall, which means we're about to fight probably a lot of battles over there. Argon might rise up, possibly. But there might be another Isengard army on the way at Londare, which we need to be careful of. Londare is one of the locations where we can train some of our elites, along with Tharbad. So if we can hold it and get the culture up, it will prove very useful. Ah, he did rise up. Perfect. Then this will most likely round out the episode as we defend and take... Oh, look at that army. Christ. Defend and take Tharbad from Captain Feagan. He's got 3 units of swordmen, pikes, beast slayers. In fact, he's got nothing, let's be honest. Now, I should really auto-resolve. 5-to-1 ratio. 78 men lost. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
Glory, honor, victory.
Sack the settlement.
Most noble conquest.
Oh, look at all the towers. Did we build those towers? Oh, of course, yes, because we settled Tharbad many, many, many eons ago. In fact, 260 odd turns ago, our forces landed on the Gratla River and took Tharbad as our capital.
Your orders, my lord.
Isengard have come.
Your will, my lord. Yes,
Bugger.
my lord. By your command.
Bregos.
March to exhaustion, continuing later.
Training troops. Take those 2 as well, please. Bregos, can you get better roads? Oh, no. Oh, yes, you can. You can upgrade. Up you go. Goodness gracious. Where are we getting 14,000 from all of a sudden? have no idea. That's insane. We just suddenly made loads of money.
I am a warrior.
Your orders.
Actually, no, that's really stupid.
As you
Stay at Fornos to make sure
I
that we
shall
see if
continue
Fornos
tomorrow.
falls. Right, we got scouts most places. Ah, that's why that.
Yes,
oh, that's where
my
that
lord.
army came from. If you cut back to Adûnâim
With honor.
and you cut
An
back
order.
to Adûnâim, and
As
then we
you
can
command.
kill Bara, and our army can move over to defeat Conquer. Oh, yes, please. Yes, definitely do that while we can. Oh, don't bother with a low tax rate, though. We don't care if the population rises. Can't recruit anything at the moment. We got 15 turns until Tharpad upgrades. That's a long time. Can't train any troops here, but we will be able to soon. Although Isengard is only coming in fits and starts. We've got our spy out.
Approaching quiet.
Could do with another one, really. Oh, we could do with towers. Once we take Londale, we'll build towers. But Alford is the nearest. We need to, I think we do need to kind of rush. Capitalise on our speed bonus here. Oh, hang on. We got troops available in Harland. And more coming. Ah, brilliant. Yes.
Ships
You will
ready.
be sailed. Because you will get there quicker
Yes,
if you
sir.
sail, I think.
Full sail.
We can get you down to Siduri. It'll still take a long time, but you'll get there. Nice troops you've got there, friend. And I think I'm going to take the lot, so if you chuck on a couple of those to be a free garrison. Where did we just suddenly get all that money from? Midland will go soon. Another spy moving across.
Approaching
Picking up rather well.
I shall continue tomorrow.
We close in on the end of the episode.
Your orders, my lord.
What I think I will do... Oh, no, hang on. We need to decide what to do here, really, don't we? Well, leave them there for a turn. End the turn. Next week, there will likely be Gundabad, a faction overview, and our Adûnâim. But I hope next week to do 2 Adûnâim, to be honest. As this one's really engaging me. And so the top 10 I will then set to go live when I am on holiday in 1 week's time. So you're watching this hopefully on the Saturday that I recorded it. And a week from today I'm going to Devon for a week. So there'll be a week gap the week after that. Oh no, that week, yeah. So I will put the top 10 video to go up then when I'm away. So there'll be a week with only 1 video in, and that's when I'm going to be away. Anyway, Captain Maulur has attacked us, and he's got a fair amount of armor piercing, 2 crossbows and 2 Baneguard. Bugger. And Lunrat in the town. Oh, he's not got much. I don't know why it's so heavily against us. We're not that outnumbered. I think I may have already saved it, but we'll save it again. Right, we'll fight this battle, and then that will most likely round out our episode, because we will actually fight this one. I can't believe how in their favour that is, despite how overwhelmingly outnumbered they are. Although, I suppose they're only doubly outnumbered, aren't they, then? Right, they attacked us, so we at least get the advantage of using our archers. Oh, and there's a hill. Not much of a hill, but it'll do. You guys take the hill. Crossbows stand on the side. No, actually, come on this side, because they're going to have to reshift entirely to match us. So you guys go up there. Until they reach our line as well, we will hold just behind the line. And then move them forward when the time comes. Get the general back. You and you ready to flank. You will move up with the line, and you ready to flank as well.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Right, so it's not really all that much of a hill in hindsight, is it? Archers, pull up to the top there. We will put the line in front, I think, actually. You guys go in front just behind. That made no sense. You guys go just in front and stay in front. Crossbows curl over to the left. Get the general out of the way. He's not going to do out. We don't want to use him against armor-piercing enemies. They will just kill him. You folks come around onto the flanking side. And we will be able to hopefully trap the boogers. Now they do have crossbows of their own, of course, which we need to be careful of, but we outrange them, which is one of our few advantages here. And of course our own crossbows will hopefully get plenty of kills. I'm really going to play up this flanking aspect. We're going right around. Our archers are firing. The enemy has come under fire. They're carving their own crossbows to meet our crossbows. That's ideal, to be honest. Got to watch out that we can get flanked by them, but there's not many of them, really. Just keep firing. Just keep firing. Our crossbows, the reason why I'm happy they're shooting our crossbows is because our armour is only 7. Whereas if they were shooting, for example, our pike units, whose armour is 16, we would really, really feel it. But if they want to waste their armour-piercing unit on... on a nothingy unit, that'd be my guess. Right, the flanking has gone relatively well. Oh no, they're cutting a unit over to shoot the crossbows.
If we continue like this,
no, you're cutting way too early. The Vanguard have been significantly depleted by the time they reach our line, which is perfect. Because they are armor piercing again. You guys just keep running away. Just lead them away. Lead them away. You folks. Hit those spear guard. You come back and hit those Vanguard then. Yes. They routed immediately. That's awful.
Only half the enemy force remains.
This is going very well. Crossbows have been shut down. That unit needs support. Charge down there. Hit them. Run away from the spear guard. Keep up the fire. Ah, they're almost on us. In fact, they are on us. And there's more armor piercing coming in. Go over and hit the crossbows.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Almost certainly. Keep shooting those spear guard. Right, get in on them before they get too many shots off.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Ah, we're all over the place. You, come in.
Only half the enemy force remains.
10%. We've killed almost all of them. Who's that over there?
How our
Yes.
cowardly foe runs.
Capture, capture. 90%. Both generals are down, and Londere is ours. Go on, get him, get him, get him, get him. You let me down. That'll do.
This is a clear
Solid victory. Yes, out on the field, they're armor piercing. We can just run them round like... It's like fighting the dwarves all over again. Avoiding the armor piercing and shooting them with crossbows. Do note, if you are unfamiliar with Isengard, if you've never really played as them, they are known for 2 things in Divide and Conquer, or 3 really. Number 1, of course, Saruman, although his unit isn't actually that great, as many people have pointed out. And if there is enough room, we might give him a bespoke unit, because he is a little underpowered at the moment. Number 2 is, of course, the fact that your middle, kind of elite middle tier of Uruk-hai infantry, crossbows, pikes are very well armoured. And then thirdly, in terms of the battlefield, you're also, of course, known for the fact that your sheer number of armour-piercing units that you have.
We have triumphed.
Can this be upgraded again?
Our courage and honour have conquered.
Oh, hang on, that's why we got money, because we sacked Tharpad, didn't we? Of course, of course. Now, this is where I will save it, and I will not fight this battle. Clearly, of course, because Concar is just going to massacre me. So actually, can we withdraw? And
Rally to
yes.
me, men. We must
Brilliant.
regroup.
All right, we'll run everyone. We'll merge all our armies together near Armenolos and come back and take Argond. But this, when this turn ends, when it gets through the rotation now, for example, I will now end it. That character affected will almost certainly eventually die to the plague. Now, the plague has been removed. From the files that actually govern the plague, it has been removed. But as you will note, the plague is still very much a thing, and we are completely at a loss for how to actually stop it. Like, it has been completely cut from the game, as though plague just doesn't exist within the files. And yet, as you can see, it obviously does. We are entirely unsure as to how to solve that, I'm afraid.
Orders. By your my lord.
Keep sending people.
Continuing later, as you wish.
Keep sending people.
Exhaustion continuing later.
Yes, my lord.
Right, we'll just do that. The last little bit of admin. You go back to Vineyard Menelos.
Yes.
You go to Anagamate.
Yes, my lord.
We shall
Captain Bara.
slaughter them, my lord.
Leave behind a unit of halberds.
Victory. Finish them.
Oh, that was way too many died.
Victory.
Should have fought that one myself, that was silly. Anyway, that's enough troops to form up and take down Concar, I'm sure. Oh, hello! The Misty Mountains finally border us, as expected. Ideally we do want Royal Tharbad, but I'm happy to leave it Rebel for now, and we'll worry about that later. The Misty Mountains don't have a hope of fighting against us, really. At this late stage, they are awful. We massively, massively outclass them. So they're not really a trouble or a threat or a worry or a concern or any of the above.
My lord.
They're also going to be stretched very thin and fighting on 4 fronts if they also then attack me. So what we should probably try and do is again something that we're hoping to do here in Isengard, which is a kind of blitzkrieg by just carving deep into their heartland. But Isengard, of course, we won't go on our grand blitz until for one more turn, certainly for the boats. And then I would take the entire garrison, sans those 3, but I want that extra unit of rangers. And then we're going to sail as far south as we can go. 5 more turns until we get the moneymaker that is Mithlond.
Orders, my lord.
Making camp here. We
just
shall
stay there.
continue tomorrow.
Oh, and that's getting some rangers too. You train those and take those.
Yes. Joining
Such a
forces, my lord.
good amount of money. Londair, let's queue something up here. Oh, repair your walls. Are we as large as we're going to go then? No, you're only a city. Oh, it's because it doesn't have the Mason's Guild House. Oh, hello. Oh, we get so many units from that. Oh, Christ, build that immediately. Build that straight away, please. I assume all of that retraining is blacksmiths. Anything here that we can't use? No, we can't destroy the sheep farming, even though we don't get a bonus from it. Ancillary training grounds. People always say, don't destroy these bonuses to law because it helps reduce corruption. It's like, mate, when you get to a certain point in the game, you make so much money, it does not matter anymore. And also, I'm, as many people will have known, watching me for some time now, I am not a min-maxer. At all. I'm really laid back in how I play the game. I play it to how I enjoy it. If you enjoy it by constantly moving generals around to earn certain traits and ensuring that you're always making the maximum possible amount of money from every settlement and you're winning every battle with the least number of kills, then
Yes,
good on
my
you.
lord.
But I come to these games to relax and chill out, not to stress myself out with another thing. Anywho, that is where I'm going to end it. Perfect position. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. The faction overview for the week that we're currently in, because my YouTube weeks start on Mondays, will go up tomorrow on Sunday. I'm about to record that now. And then, as I say, next week there'll probably be 2 Adûnâim, because I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. And for now, though, that's everything. So until we speak again, dear friends, na bhair na den perimad melunin, and farewell.